Players Championship 4 as we round out another busy weekend on the PDC Pro Tour. Could MVG go back-to-back in Wigan for more darting dominance? How about Dancing Dimitri? Could he show off his moves at the Yockey? And what about this guy? Could Glen Durrant derail the doubters? Would it be DUZZA'S day today? On High Roller Radio. Yes, a Sunday afternoon showdown in Wigan, fourth floor event of the PDC calendar year, 128 players in the field, 10,000 pounds up top, not to mention darting bragging rights. Can anyone topple Michael Van Gerwen? Did you miss the action yesterday? MVG, your winner, event 3, wasn't at his best, but the world number 1 did have a 9-darter, the 18th perfect game of his illustrious career. He also reeled in the big fish, the 170 finish, to go along with 2 160 checkouts. Of course, he won, beat the Diamond 8-5 in the final. Nice to win another one, he said on Twitter afterwards. Not at my best today, but did some really good things. Another 9-darter and a good performance in the final. You just know he's looking for the weekend double. Can he go back-to-back? We'll see. Draw announced at official PDC. The action continues today with Players Championship 4. All the action on PDC TV. Commentator Chris Murphy was ready to go on Streamboard 2. Posted his lineup with enthusiasm. Calling the action for the Johnny Clayton, Gavin Carlin match. John Michael, Ronnie Hybricks as well. Then Ricky Evans, Luke Humphreys, and Cristo Reyes versus Adam Hunt. His colleague Dan Dawson promoting his card as well. Strutty Joe Peacock v War Ryan, Big Ben v Gigantic Peter, The Bullet meets Madhouse, and a 3-time world champ battles a former world semifinalist. Hashtag PDC Pro Tour. Here we go. Johnny Clayton taking on Gavin Carlin and leading this double 4 for 3-0. No contest this one. Carlin, who reached the quarterfinals yesterday, was never really in it. The Ferret in a whitewash, 6-0 your final. The Joe Cullen follow-through here, very smooth. Rockstar in tough against relentless Ryan Joyce, but no problem. Collects his winning arrows here at 4-2. He goes on to win 6-3 your final. Rockstar averaging 96. Peter Hudson opened his contest with Benito Van de Pas beautifully. A massive 148 checkout for 1-0. The pair stayed on throw until the 5th leg when Big Ben pinned a big one of his own. The 1-2-1 good, 60 treble 7 double 20. Great shot for 3-2. Credit to the Rock though, he hung tough. Down 5-4, he came up clutch on 96. Pressure darts to force a decider. But the Dutchman held his nerve. Against throw, he tossed in a maximum and then followed with this gem. The 113 checkout, double 18 for game, set, match. 6-5 your final. Luke Humphreys playing rapid Ricky Evans and out quickly to a 4-1 advantage. Fast-paced match this one. Evans fought back. First a 132 checkout on Bullseye, then this double 20 to break Cool Hand's throw. He then held again for 3 on the spin and 4 all, but Humphreys responded nicely to stop the rot. The 76 checkout and 2 darts, the clean kill, very nice, and that set up the showstopper. Wow, the 152 checkout to finish the job and seal the deal. A gem. 6-4 your final. Cool Hand Luke wins it. Tied at 3, Richie Edhouse trying to dodge the bullet. Stephen Bunting, the pair exchanging blows. Edhouse with a nice 140 here. Tops next, a 3rd dart good for 4 apiece. He then broke throw on a 3rd dart double 10, and that was the difference. Madhouse gets over on Bunting, 6-4 the final. A great start for Tipton's Jamie Hughes and Scott Baker reported at Tom Sports Journo as the pair enjoy opening round victories over Daryl Gurney and Peter Wright respectively. 2 big names going down. This isn't great for the Irish darts fan. Harry Ward beating Brendan Dolan 6-4, while Mark Webster got by Willie O'Connor 6-3. Disappointing start for the Irish, he said, with 4 Shamrocks bowing out in the first round. We also got this matchup in the opening round. Glen Durrant, Jamie Lewis tied at 3. You can see DUZZA got down first. Double 20, not an issue. The three-time Lakeside champ had his scoring boots on as well. This, his sixth maximum, 6 in 8 legs. Quality. He then pinned double 10 for first blood, and he liked it. The facial expression, we even got a fist pump from Durrant. How about it? DUZZA bouncing the Welshman convincingly. He takes 3 on the spin, a 14-dart leg to seal it. 6-3 your final. The BDO legend averaging 100. Very nicely done. Some other first-round results for you, courtesy at Live Darts. Keegan Brown got by Martin Schindler 6-3. Alan Norris edged out James Wilson 6-5, good result for him. The Gladiator Mark McGeaney took down Mervyn King, a semifinalist yesterday, in a 6-0 whitewash. By the way, Simon Whitlock, a first-round loser again today. Tough times for the Wizard on a 7-game losing streak, the longest of his career. Wikipedia letting us know he hasn't won a match since November when he beat his fellow countryman Kyle Anderson. All right, into round 2 now, and Jamie Hughes fighting hard against Yordi Mewissa at 3-3. Yazza finding double 16 for the break of throw, but he'd miss 5 darts at double the very next leg to relinquish the advantage, and give credit to Mewissa. 10 points behind on the averages, but hanging tough. He managed to level at 4, then again at 5, and in the decider kicked off with a maximum, and he would do it. He sees off Yazza in a 6-5 thriller. The Iceman squaring off with ruthless James Richardson. He was the ruthless one, though, in full control at 5-2. Richardson would hold, but Gerwin Price can play. Lining up tops here, he'd settle for 2 10s, 6-3 the final, and a sportsmanlike conversation at the end of it all. Nice shot here of the unique stylings of Barry Bates, the Welshman in a battle with Steve Beaton, and he made good on this double 10 for a 4-3 lead. The Bronze Adonis playing well, though. He'd level and then take out 84 to break a 12-darter. He'd then kick off the 10th leg with a 180, a timely surge, and that was enough. 6-4 the final as Beaton goes bombs away, averaging 101. Well played, sir. Other last 64 results. Adrian Lewis, Dave Chisnell, and Joe Cullen, all victorious. And how about Bradley Brooks? Upset the German #1 Max Hopp 6-4, firing in a 101 average. Just 18, remember. As Wikipedia points out, he is surely one of the youngest people ever to average 100+ in a PDC match. Great performance. Okay, board final time, round of 32, and Rob Cross starting quickly against Alan Tabern with shots like this. He raced out to a 4-1 advantage, then at 5-1, he dusted off the 57 for handshakes, sends the Saint marching home, firing in his 3rd straight ton-plus average. Adrian Lewis in control early on Jonathan Worsley, started with 3 on the spin. You see here, Worsley did kick off the 4th leg with a ton 40 to help him get on the board. Nice fight back too, down 4-3. He opened with a 180, followed that with this 140, and then this double 16. Solid stuff. We were all tied at 4, and we'd have a last leg decider where Lewis would get down first and clean up on the 50. 18 double 16. Holds on for a hard-fought 6-5 victory. Jackpot beats a very game Jonathan Worsley. We thank at CG Darts for this, and wow, Kyle Anderson, a whopping 111.3 average in a 6-0 whitewash over Luke Woodhouse. That is superb. Some other notable board finals to pass your way. DUZZA beating Joe Cullen 6-3. Nice job there. He's through to the last 16. Missed double 12 for a 9-darter did Glen Durrant. So too is Mark McGeaney through to the last 16. He destroyed Darius Labanauskas, a 6-0 whitewash there, and the dream maker Dimitri Vandenberg lands a major scalp, a 6-4 win over James Wade. Mighty Mike pulling his socks up in advance of his encounter with the Asp. Nathan Aspinall finding some top form of late, of course a semi-finalist at the World Championships. He landed tops here for 2-1 on throw early. But look at this. MVG missing 3 darts at double, 2 here at double 4, and he was made to pay. Pay some more as well as the Asp with a beautiful 95 checkout for 4-1. He then broke the world number 1 again, 4 maximums, a 103 average, and a convincing victory. He takes down the best player on the planet easily. 6-1 your final. Look what it means to him. He was bouncing around once Van Gerwen left the playing area. A major win for him. For MVG, just his second loss of 2019. It all had Ian Mack taking to Twitter with this, his new hero, the Asp, baby. How about this last 16 contest? Mensur Suljovic versus Glen Durrant. DUZZA up 3-0. 3-1 here now. Mensur kicking off with a maximum. He then fired in a 145 to leave 36. But he'd squander 6 darts, including these 3 at double 9, and Durrant capitalized big time. He goes on to a comprehensive 6-2 victory and is through to the quarterfinals. Joe Williams runs down the others. Gerwyn Price beating Michael Smith to advance. How about the 18-year-old Bradley Brooks? Edged out Jackpot 6-5. Kyle Anderson, Rob Cross, Dimitri Vandenberg, and Matthew Edgar also victorious. Our first quarterfinal pitted Voltage against the Perth powerhouse. Rob Cross, Kyle Anderson, and the former world champ leading 4-2 here. He wouldn't drop another leg. 6-2 your final. Fresh off his MVG triumph, Nathan Aspinall had a sluggish start against Gerwyn Price. The Iceman in the zone today had a 134 checkout, and look at this. Wow, the 140 as well. Double 10 for 4-1. The Welshman on fire. For good measure, he pounded in this 180, averaged 112 through 6 legs. Full credit to Aspinall, though. From 5-1 down, he came back strong. Double 20 here for 5-4. He then leveled, but in the decider, it was all Gerwyn. A nail-biter, a strong comeback, but Price prevails. 6-5 your final. In the other quarterfinals, Glen Durrant survived the youngster Brooks, winning a 6-5 nail-biter, with Dancing Dimitri getting by Matthew Edgar 6-4. Okay, we have 4 left. Semis, best of 13 now, and these 2 did not disappoint. Glen Durrant, Gerwyn Price tied at 3. DUZZA opening the 7th leg with a maximum. He held on double 16. How about Durrant? His 3rd straight 13-darter. He then fired in a 12-dart break of throw for 5-3. He held for 6-3, then fired in his 4th 180, and then closed it out on bullseye. Wins it 7-3 for handshakes, and for the 2nd straight weekend, DUZZA has done it. Reached a PDC final, finishing with a 109 average. Dimitri Vandenberg playing Rob Cross in the other semi. How good has Voltage been playing? Look at this tweet from Wikipedia. Cross averaging a ton plus in 12 of his last 20 matches and 95 plus in 19 out of his last 20. That is brilliant. The Dream Maker was holding his own though, up a break, in fact leading 5-4. He fired in this 180 and then was clutch on the 69 finish, a last dart double 18 for 6-3. He struck the pose, he liked that one. Then the big sigh of relief as he held on for a 7-5 victory. What a day for the Belgian. Dances his way into his first ever final on the PDC Pro Tour. He was in tough against this guy though. First to 8 for the title. DUZZA got going first. 3-1 here at 4-2. He kicked off with a ton 40. Good for a hold again. This guy, world class though. He was hanging around with darts like these. DUZZA countered. Look at this. With Vandenberg on 32, the Lakeside legend was clutch on the 76 finish. He loved that one, the fist pump, and then the fatal blow. The 51 checkout on double 16, another break, and DUZZA has done it. Wow, just his 4th event, his 2nd weekend, his 1st title on the PDC Tour. 8-3-year final as he says hello in a huge way to the Professional Darts Corporation. A Players' Championship victory, and look what it means to him. Absolute elation. Hugs for Dimitri, his first ever final, but it's Durrant's day. I don't hide my emotions, he said. That's as good as it gets. A terrific feeling. Then he screamed, yes! and he screamed yes once again. Emotional moments for him, and why not? Any DUZZA doubter still around? Asked at Tom Sports Journo. I haven't heard much from them lately. You know, Aki Balboa's no doubter. Glen Durrant Sundays this year, he tweeted, wins Lakeside, wins a tour card, through to his first final on the PDC, makes it 2 consecutive Sundays, and now this second weekend, first title. Sunday is DUZZA'S Day today on High Roller Radio.